cleaning of these portafilter is not just rinsing in water, because that does not go inside to push through the valve, because that is the valve that needs to be cleaned. So my suggestion is always, when you are done with making espressos, please make it a habit to make one last espresso without coffee in it. That pressurized hot water coming from the pump and the machine that will push through these holes to clean them, and also it will push through the valve inside to clean the valve. So whatever the coffee is sticking inside in the valve, that will not dry. It will be taken out right away, flushed out, and it will be clean. And the life of this portafilter will extend to several years without any problem. So that is the way how you clean this. It's not just rinsing under the tap water. So basically, this is what the use of this portafilter, whether it is heavy or light or Starbucks, it doesn't matter. The non-pressurized, I'm not voting for this. If anybody is using for the fun of hands-on experience, be my guest. I have no problem with that, because some people can go in a taxi, others can ride a car to the airport, but that's their choice. After several weeks and years of using these pressurized portafilters, because the portafilter was not cleaned at the end of every day coffee session, the coffee sticking inside the valve will dry layer after layer, day after day, and at some point it will jam the valve to not open. And that will cause one fine morning, then you would try to make espresso and it will not go through it. The blame can go to the pump, the blame can go everywhere, but this is the reason that the valve inside has jammed, because the coffee has locked it in one position, which is the closed position. In order to clean this portafilter, I suggest strongly, do not open the bottom 3 screws to remove it and clean manually. It's not possible, and it is very risky, because you may not have this reassembled properly and it will just be not working. So my suggestion is, when that happens, remove the portafilter and prepare a solution of boiling water and soapy flakes in it, so that it is a very strong, hot, soapy water. Dip the portafilter in that hot water for 2 hours and try and make an espresso and see if some espresso will come out. And while you are making the espresso, try to jerk this handle left and right to let the coffee deposits be freed and flush out with the hot water if it is making espresso. If it does not, then soak this again in a freshly made soapy water, boiling hot, and let it be there for another 2 hours, and then try. Because in one of these attempts, you will see that espresso will start coming out. And again, when the espresso starts to dribble, then please keep the handle jerked so that the coffee particles that are jamming the valve, they will be released and flushed out. So you may be amazed how long you have to jerk this handle and keep the process repeated by soaking it in hot water, soapy water, and then again trying to make espresso.